Heights just came out on HBO Max and in theaters. I went to go see this movie in theaters because the reality is this: most musicals, if you don't see them in the theater, while it doesn't mean you won't like or enjoy the movie if you watch it at home or something instead, it just means you'll probably end up liking it less because a lot of musicals, they have big dance numbers and choreography and, amazing cinematography and everything, that kind of stuff. And this movie has that. And so if you have the option to go into a theater, see this movie in a theater. Now, if that's not an option, HBO Max is available. Totally get it. If you want to watch it there, go ahead. I saw this movie. I really liked it. I thought it was great. Um, this isn't like most musicals where a lot of the music is like kind of delivered through how the characters are feelings or whatever. A lot of this movie is about these characters' cultural heritage, them trying to figure out who they are and what they want, and that's what a lot of this story is. And a lot of the music is very similar to the music from Hamilton. That's obvious because the guy who did the music for this movie is Lin-Manuel Miranda, the same guy who did the music for Hamilton. I believe he's actually in the movie as one of the characters, if I'm not mistaken. Not one of the main ones, but he's in the movie. And he, yeah, it was a great movie. All the performances were amazing. Because these characters are very charismatic. They give these really charismatic performances. You enjoy watching them. What I really liked about this movie was the dance sequences. They're all very different. Like the first one is like, it's in the streets. Then it's at night. Next one's at night. Then there are clubs. There's all these different songs, and they're all really good songs. They're not necessarily catchy ones that you would sing along to, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that this is a kind of rap music, and so it's kind of harder to do that with that sort of thing. But they're all really good songs that fit well with the characters' motivations and story. If I had one issue with this movie, it was a little bit too long. It went on for about 10 minutes too long, and I really didn't like the kids. There was this whole this is one of my least favorite movie tropes of all time. You have a character who's narrating a story to children, and the children cannot act, and they interrupt the story for no reason. Now, it had a reason for being here. It kind of shows where the character's at by the end of the movie, without saying spoilers. But it did feel very irritating and annoying throughout most of the movie, and it felt like it interrupted the movie and it made the movie too long. And other than that, I think this movie was probably my favorite, no, second favorite modern musical. La La Land's number one, but this is the best one I've seen in the last. Whenever La La Land came out, it's the best one since that one. That's all I gotta say. I mean, this was a really good movie. It was terrific. I think if anybody has a chance to check this movie out in a theater, they gotta go. I know this movie is not gonna be for everyone, especially if you don't like musicals, but I think there's enough here that's fantastic that enough people should check out this movie. It was great.